Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy.
Good morning, folks. It's I'm not going to know what time it is. Decided to come into town for a bit, get out, as you do. Just having a coffee and Costa, the usual hunt. Still feeling a bit rough, don't feel really brilliant. I think it's because I've not been taking me Actimel that I usually take. I ran out a couple of days ago and I never told Deb because my fault, I never told her. Anyway, so I'm still feeling a bit rough, got burning in my chest and really bad acid. Not doing a lot, like I say, just down, do a bit of shopping, have a look around, see what's available. Because you never know, do you? You never know what's about. Yeah, I don't think I'm up to much today. Like I say, got shopping to do, but other than that, I can't think of anything. I might have another video doing it. I might find something really interesting. The one thing that has happened is I got my new bank card the other day, and I've just tried using contactless in Poundland, and it wouldn't scan. But when I put the card in the machine, it worked. So if it carries on, I might have to get in touch with them and tell them there's a problem with it. Anyway, that's it for now. Just a quick video just to say hello and show you that I'm alright. And if you noticed, I've had a shave. So I was feeling a little bit better this morning, so I had a shave. I still feel rough, so I'll catch you later. Bye for now. Hey up, folks. It's afternoon time now. Can't think what time it is. About 3:05. I've had a good walk around town, to be honest. I've had a bit of a smile and a laugh because I went into the works. And there's a lovely woman who works there, who's a manager, called Helen. We get on really well with her. And I told her about my books and the publication and stuff, and I'm going to take one down next time I go down, and she says hopefully one day they might be selling my books in there. You never know, they'll filter down and maybe make it into the work, so that made me smile. She's been really supportive. She's very understanding and all about my condition. She always says that if I need to and things get to me too much, tell her, and I can go sit out the back and just calm down and chill out and stuff. So, you know, it's really nice when you've got people like that. We just, maybe finger across, we're just about to have a piece of toast and a cup of tea before we go home. Like I say, we haven't spent a fortune, we just came down really to get out the house for a bit. Make the most of the last few days of sunshine, because we've actually got sunshine today, which is nice. Yeah, in the night, well, about 8 o'clock-ish, it was absolutely chucking it down with rain. I didn't think we were going to get to come out. It's brightened up, it's really nice, so yeah, that's about it for today at the moment. Maybe do a bit more later. Bye for now.
Good evening, folks. Well, as you can see from my earlier videos, not a lot happened today. Didn't go downtown till about 11 o'clock. Sorry, my glasses, they're still holding firm though, not bad. Deb's repair work, look. Went downtown, did a little bit of shopping, had a look around, saw some really good new films that have come out, or films that I was interested in watching, so Deb spent a lot of time writing them in a book for me. Managed to get myself a budget planner, which I've needed because I kept writing things down in my desperate damn pad. Anyway, that was getting a bit tedious, so I've got a budget planner now so I can allocate what I'm doing. I noticed the FIFA awards were going on tonight for the best this, best that, best the other. To be honest with you, most of them will go to French players, French managers, or, you know, Real Madrid. Maybe Ronaldo will probably get the best player. He gets it every year, or Messi. Salah's in it. Apparently Salah's in the top 3, and if he gets it, it's a miracle. I know he's just got the Puskas Award for the best goal of last season, which he scored past Everton. I'll say that loudly just to upset somebody who watches my videos. What was I going to say then? No, I put myself off now. It's good, isn't it? Oh yeah, I've just been reading online. I noticed it this morning about a council in Wales, and they've decided in their infinite wisdom that they're only going to start collecting rubbish once a month. Now that's quite scary when you think about how much rubbish some families produce in a week. You think about in a month where they're going to store it and what it's going to do, because all I can think of is rats, vermin, flies, maggots. You know, I mean, this is a month's worth of rubbish. Every single household, a month's worth of rubbish. Now you might get some people like me and Deb. Oops, sorry, yes, like a unicorn. Still sticking up. You might get some people like me and Deb, and obviously we're just a couple of, just 2 of us. So of course we don't get through as much rubbish as some people. We've only got like the odd black bin bag to put out and stuff like that. But you think about those with families with 4 or 5 in them. You know, their rubbish for 1 week is ridiculous. I mean, you think how it's going to be for a month. Anyway, apparently they did a trial of it in Wales, and the people who they trialled it on didn't like it because, like I said, it brought vermin and God knows what. But they've decided, the council have, because it will save them £300,000 a year, it's worth putting the residents through all that. And I just think that's very, very selfish. I think it's very environmentally disturbing, and it will encourage people to fly tip, because if you've got allocated space for rubbish and that space ends up full within 2 or 3 weeks, so you then think, what am I going to do with this? You're going to go dump it. You know, people are going to be fly tipping everywhere, and everywhere that there's green and pleasant land is going to be filled with bin bags full of whatever, rubbish, tins, food, whatever people want to chuck in these bin bags is going to end up in the countryside. So then we're going to have a pollution problem. So they're saving £300,000 per year is going to result in an environmental mess, which is going to cost billions of pounds to put right. So there must be a logic in that somewhere, but I cannot see it. So that's got me baffled anyway. I've also just read another story which has made me smile in some ways and cringe in others. Apparently, a woman who does dance classes for, shall we say, the larger figure ladies, decided to call her business, what was it? Yeah, Strictly Curved, which is a cool name, right? The BBC asked her to change it because it sounds too much like Strictly Come Dancing. Well, how? Just because it's got the word strictly on it. So that means that basically anybody who has a dance group now that has the word strictly can't have that now because the BBC have trademarked it. Well, I think that's an absolute load of garbage. I also think it's very, very petty. I mean, this woman has basically done this dance group for women of the larger figure to do dancing, you know, and Strictly Curved is a cool idea. It's a cool name. But no, the BBC don't like that. The BBC are worried that people will be misled by the name. So, hang on a minute, so you're telling me that because it's called Strictly Curved, what happened before Strictly Come Dancing was on? When it was just Come Dancing? If somebody had used the name Strictly, nobody would have batted an eyelid. Now the word Strictly, apparently, is synonymous with Strictly Come Dancing. You can't be Strictly anything else, apparently, because people will get confused with Strictly Come Dancing and Strictly Curved. Well, they don't really sound nothing like each other to me. And if it's for larger ladies of the larger figure, or people of the larger figure, don't have to be ladies, obviously, Strictly Curved is what they are. They are curved. That's what they are basically saying. We are dancers who are curved, not flat and straight down. We are strictly curved. That's all, you know, that's the dance group. So I think the BBC are being a bit petty there, really. You would have thought more of a large company than that, but what can you do? And on quite a similar note, actually, I've just been reading that Weight Watchers is to drop the word weight from its name. I mean, it's been Weight Watchers since, God, blimey, years. Apparently now they want to take the word weight off so that people will know it concentrates on more than just weight. It will be all different health concerns. But surely Weight Watchers, the very name itself, is a brand, Weight Watchers. If you just suddenly start calling it Health Watchers or Watchers, you've got to have a whole new brand image for that, because there's no way people associate it with the same thing. I mean, Weight Watchers is Weight Watchers, you know. I mean, they even do their own foods and freezer centres and their own, you know, health products and stuff. You've got to have that all rebranded just because they want to take the name weight off it and let people know that it's for all different health benefits as well as weight. Well, people know that anyway. People know it's about not just weight, it's about cholesterol, it's about vitamin, you know, you take your vitamins, it's about your BMI, it's about all sorts of things like that, not just your weight. So, again, that's a little bit strange. There's some weird news today, I'm telling you, there's some weird news. I also read a very sad story about a girl who, in 2016, was on a flight to Nice, and she choked. Well, she actually had a cardiac arrest and ended up dying from an allergic reaction to something they bought from Pret Manger. Or Pret Manger, I don't know how you pronounce it. And what it was basically, it was a bun, and one of the ingredients on it was sesame. Now, she had an allergic to sesame. She was allergic to sesame, like I'm allergic to ginger. And she, apparently, it wasn't written in the ingredients label. Now, what there is a court case at the moment to decide whether it was on the label or it wasn't on the label. But this poor 15-year-old girl actually died from an allergic reaction to sesame. I mean, you know, I've got a bad thing about ginger, particularly in its rawest form. I mean, if I eat pure root ginger, there's a 99% chance it will kill me. That's why I have to avoid ginger like the plague. And I remember a few years back, we went for a meal at a place called the Gurkha in Blackpool. Now, the Gurkha's a brilliant place. It's a bit like a all-you-can-eat place, but with loads of different plates of things that you can just, you know, put on your plate. And I saw this soup and I thought it looked lovely. And I got a big bowl of this soup and I sat down to eat it. And luckily, my friend Tony, across the way from me, he said to me, just don't eat it for a minute, I just need to check something. I said, okay, fair enough. He disappears, comes back with the manager. And the manager was like, no, we're very, very, very sorry. He says, it was pure root ginger soup. So my next door neighbour actually saved my life, because if I'd have vetted, there's a 99% chance it would have killed me. If I eat pure root ginger in its purest form, my body shuts down. I'm a goner. Job done. I found out about it years ago. What happened, I went to my sister's for a meal. And I didn't know. We had this lovely meal. It was meat with potatoes and carrots and all that. And what I didn't know at the time, because I didn't know I had an allergy to it, was she put ground ginger on the top of it. Fair enough. I ate this meal and I had a pint. And I felt rough, really, really rough. And I'm talking throwing my guts up, passing out rough. And I thought there's something very, very strange going on here. I don't know what, you know. And I was passed out. And I remember coming to when I was actually sitting on the side of the road and the pavement, and I was being sick. And I thought, wow, that ale must have been strong. You know, it was one can. What's going on here? Anyway, I got taken into hospital and I actually got diagnosed with a ginger allergy. So now I have to avoid anything with ginger in it like the plague. I used to love ginger cake and ginger biscuits, and now I can't touch them. And yet I love ginger. Not good. And I like, funny enough, I like spice. Not Madras, Vindaloo, that kind of spice. I mean, a nice peppy spice, you know, like Zinger, KFC Zinger Tower meals. I love them. Unfortunately, because of my stomach and my chest, they don't love me. It's horrible when you have to give up something that you really, really enjoy. Mind you, you get used to that when you're disabled, I suppose. It's one of those things. Anyway, that's my video for today, and I'll do some more tomorrow. Bye for now. If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.